Well, it's about 10 past 10 on Sunday morning, the 30th of October 2016, the day before Halloween. And I've got a couple of hours to spare from a busy day ahead. And I'm just going to do a whistle-stop tour of a city. To be more precise, my own city of Bath. In fact, I only live about a mile or so away. So just shows you don't have to go too far to do something a little bit different. So I'm actually in the old Green Park railway station, which is now sort of like part of Sainsbury's and home-based car park. It's also got quite a thriving Sunday market, which you can probably see behind me. Anyway, so today, spending a couple of hours just exploring my hometown, I'm actually going to do a bicycle tour of all 6.5 of Bath's Georgian Crescents. So, more will be revealed en route. Let's go. So, within about a couple of hundred yards of Green Park railway station, I'm at my first crescent. This is Norfolk Crescent, or the Riverside Crescent. And I used to be a postman for about 20 years of my working life. This was on one of my rounds. I do know most of these buildings are now multi-occupancy, so flats, basement flats. There's a definite curve to it. You can see the wrought iron balconies as well. And then as you pan round, just to the right hand side of the very end of the crescent, there's a big drop down to River Avon, and along the river side, about 150 yards would be the Green Park station. Nice little green outside it as well. My main memory of this place is in the 1980s I used to go to a pub called the Hat and Feather, which was a bit sort of a bohemian pub, and anyway, there's a guy up there was always quite quiet, never sort of said much, and anyway they erected a stage down here one Saturday afternoon in the summer of one year, and they had sort of like loads of local bands on, and he came on. I remember sort of him playing a really sort of quite rippy version of Crossroads actually, so just that little occasion made me see him in a different light, and I always remember that when I come here. So, hop on the bike, and I'll be heading up to the next crescent. So, just a few hundred yards away, and my second crescent, this is Royal Crescent, the ultimate crescent. Unlike Norfolk Crescent, there's already people here, lots of people, tourists, locals taking photographs. This is the classic view, sold many a postcard over the years from Royal Avenue. I'm actually going to head up towards the very far right hand side of Royal Crescent, give a few thoughts from up there. So number 1 Royal Crescent is a museum. Probably see it's quite busy here already with tourists. Coaches used to go around the Royal Crescent, they're now banned. It's quite a cobbly ride anyway, so let's have a little wander. So as I said at Norfolk Crescent, I used to be a postman, and one of my rounds was round here, and every week I would never fail to be blown away walking around the corner and just sort of seeing it curve round like that. And even today, Sunday morning in October, tourists around. And it used to occur to me that people come from all around the world to sort of see this. It's on the tourist trail, and it used to occur to me, you know, I'm getting paid to do this, and you know, the Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, they all have postmen, and I was postman once a week for this. A couple of hundred yards from the Royal Crescent, nice little bonus, 4 crescents in one, the circus. That's Brock Street I've just ridden along, joins Royal Crescent the circus. So, nice little circular group of 4 crescents. So we're now in Camden Crescent, the busiest crescent, and you can see that by this traffic calming measures all the way round. There's some speed humps along there, and there's the crescent looking from right back to left. And the reason this is the busiest crescent, all the locals will know, it's a popular cut through to avoid traffic going through the centre of Bath and getting bogged down. At rush hours on weekdays, this is extremely busy along here. Highlight of this crescent for me is that little tower there just jutting out on the extreme left hand side. I'll go and do a shot of it from below. So I've still only ridden less than 1.5 miles and I'm at the 4th crescent now, Lansdowne Crescent. What I like about this crescent, it's on a smaller scale. It's got lots of wrought iron entrances. It's got this quite amazing bit of what looks like common ground right opposite where there's sheep grazing. Let's have a walk over there, maybe look back at the crescent. Hello boys and girls, your taste really nice with a bit of mint sauce. And at the far end of Lansdowne Crescent is the arch. So this is the highest crescent in Bath. Probably haven't been up here since I delivered the mail 10-12 years ago. One car gone by, very quiet though considering. So just a stone's throw from Lansdowne Crescent is Somerset Place, and this is one referred to as the Half Crescent. I imagine most people don't even know this is here. I remember about 20 years ago I found myself unemployed for a short period, and rather than sign on a dole I signed on with an agency. I did some cleaning work up here for the art college, so I've got some quite fond memories actually. Met some nice people up here actually, and it sort of did the trick. Gave me a bit of money for a few months before something more permanent came up. Just right in the middle of the crescent you see that quite nice bit of sculpture. Looks like a couple of wings, not quite sure what that signifies. Quite often see a lot of the art students around Bath taking photographs and just doing street drawings actually, so you know, if you look carefully enough you're aware of their presence. A couple of covered ornamental balconies as well. Can't give you a lot of facts and figures about these crescents because I don't know it, and also I don't want to know it. Sometimes it's just nice to look, stop and stare. The green right in front of Somerset Place, the Half Crescent. Colours are absolutely stunning. Makes me realise just how gorgeous autumn is this year, and you always think you have to go to an arboretum or somewhere like the Forest of Dean, but you know, again, about a mile from my house and there's these spectacular colours. So now at the rather charming Cavendish Crescent, which is the hidden crescent. And it's confession time here a bit. Even though I was a postman for 20 years and I've lived in Bath nearly all my life, in fact I live less than a mile from here, I didn't actually know where this was. I had to look it up on a map, just round the corner from the last crescent actually. Being a postman is a bit like that, rather paradoxically. You don't always know your hometown that well. By that I mean you have a really good working knowledge of the national geography, and then you tend to specialise in areas of your own town. I mean, there were sections of Bath I could tell you the colour of the doors and the size of the letterboxes, if a parcel would fit through, hours before I got there, or whether I'd have to ring a bell. And there's other bits of Bath like this I just don't think I've ever been here in my life, and this is a bit of an eye-opener really. Situated right next to the approach golf course, and again nice little garden situated right in front. Great views overlooking Bath. So that's looking south from the crescent. So just a little bit of geography. All the crescents I've visited up to now, the 5.5 so far, are all north of the river. Postcode wise that's BA1. The actual River Avon going through Bath is what cuts the city in half. So I live on the BA2 side, and the final crescent is actually on the BA2 side. So again, at the moment I've done less than 2 miles from Green Park. It's over the Churchill Bridge, underneath the railway bridge that leads into Bath Station, just about to get back on the main road, but underneath this pedestrian bridge around the back of Bath Station, got all these fascinating carvings into stone, marking all the high water marks. December 31st, 1900. personal story here. I remember being in my primary school, 1968, I would have been 8, and the police coming in Wellingtons to take somebody home, and we found out the next day they were taken home in a rowing boat because they actually lived on the Lower-Bristol Road. And because that was quite close to where I lived at the time, I actually went down there. I remember the Lower-Bristol Road being completely flooded. You could actually walk across it up to your waist. So here we are in Widcombe Crescent, the forgotten crescent. Nice wrought iron porch there. And then the name carved into Bath stone. So here we are from the green of Widcombe Crescent. This one feels a lot more lived in, less clipped and trimmed and regimental. Smaller, but all its multi-occupancy on first impression. It's got its green here, but again the grass isn't sort of cut right down in its sort of crew cut style like the others. Cut the bites locked up against the post there. I like this one actually. I've been up here before actually. Used to get with a girl who lived up here, so I remember going to a flat on at least one occasion. So yeah, the last of the 6.5 crescents. So just going to have a quick look at the time. It's 11:30, so it's not even an hour and a half. So here we are then, 20 to 12, been gone about an hour and a half. I'd actually had a fantastic time, enjoyed it much more than I thought I would. I thought about this about 2 or 3 months ago, and I sort of kept saying there won't be enough of interest. Save it to a rainy day or a really cold winter's day, but just feeling like you've explored your own city is so strange actually, and I've really been to some places that some of them were familiar, but some of them I've never been to before to the best of my knowledge, and others haven't been to for years, so it's a real good sense of exploration. So highly recommend it. And I'll sign off now till next time.